Went to Houston because our normal rehearsal place is Dallas. The Very Lights and Shoko Sound are here, but we needed a building with a 52-foot height, which is hard to find actually, it's harder than you think. And the Goodyear blimp hangar in Houston had it. So we sat up there for 2 weeks and worked on music, but an awful lot on lights and screens and all the footage we had.
When I walked in the hangar in Houston and saw exactly what it looked like, I mean, a drawing that's this big with just lines, you know, looks a little bit different from all the strategic scaffolding that has to be placed, you know, for support. And there's a lot of hardware, and that's what struck me, and I thought, well, I just don't see how this can all come together in 3 weeks.
I think from the word go, there's always been an interest in the visuals, because when the music and any kind of visual presentation we have locks in and works well, it's such a strong moment. I mean, I kind of felt that what we'd done with Very Lights, we'd reached a point where we couldn't, all we were going to do was more of the same. In a little way, the last tour, Invisible Touch Tour, I felt was a bit like that. Whereas to me, this tour is definitely not a continuation of that. And this time round, we've kind of, using Very Light still, we've added a new element with these Jumbotron screens, which are screens that work in daylight as well as darkness.
We decided right from the word go that we weren't going to use it just as a video assist, because I think that's been seen a lot of times. It's exciting and it's good to do, but we wanted to try and integrate it more with the band. I mean, it is a problem with these things that you end up either looking at the screen or at the band.
I think with a song like Dreaming While You Sleep, for example, when I'm in the front of the stage sitting on the chair like as in the hospital waiting room, is basically what it's supposed to be. I think that kind of works because the screens are like what's going on in my mind. Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep. Memory is the key. Ooh, dreaming while you sleep.
Mike and I in particular have been concentrating very heavily on the visual side of it, and you know, first run through we did in the big place, we suddenly realised all the things that were wrong about it.
Yeah, I always think this is just crossfade. He said, and then just sort of floats across. No,
Matthew felt that it should be cut.
Yeah, I don't think it should be cut. I talked to Elizabeth before. I don't think it should be cut.
Well, what do we want to do? Should we make an executive decision here?
Yeah, I think it should be dissolved. Right?
And we arrived over here the first day, and they had all these banks of computers and laser discs, and none of it worked, and they got the wrong system completely. As usual, wires get crossed. No one quite knew what we wanted to do.
So it's just one. It's just one.
It's one button. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's one button.
Assuming the one button works, and assuming the person operating it can
press it in time.
Press it at the right time, then we're okay.
Yeah,
that's all it said. So there is a nerve about that, nervousness about whether all the stuff will work at the right time. Everyone will sort of, you know, be doing this. We've got a lot of different operators. They've all got to punch buttons at the right moment or put their faders up, and if it doesn't happen, you tend to get a bit sensitive to it, particularly the ones you can see. You know, some songs where you can actually watch the screens a bit and you know if it's going wrong.
Fighting the last fight, lifting and laying the track. With blistering hands, the sun burning your back. Ah, but I can hear my children cry. I can see the tears